Hi at Money Moves.
Hello, millennials. How are you? Hit subscribe.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering, what is the difference, or how do we look at a therapist versus a coach?
Ooh, that's a very good question. And it's also a very thin line. Okay, so let's take the therapist. Obviously, I'm the coach. Let's take the therapist. So a therapist goes to school for relatively, they finish high school, they then go to college for 4 years, and then most of them go on to get their master's for another 4 years. And there's different parts that you can go into for therapy. They are licensed, they do sit for a board exam through every state, and there's many different disciplines, and they specialize in different traumas. They specialize in curing and healing past events and things more, things of the healing nature. That being said, they go to school. They read a lot of books. They know how to take a good Scantron. There's books that you can to read that will help you to pass an exam. I read a lot of books. There's YouTubes. We live in the land of technology, millennials. You just hit a button, and right away, instant gratification. A coach, on the other hand, is not licensed. Many coaches, such as myself, we go through different certifications. I have been in nursing for 30 years. I've been in real estate. I've been in business. I've fallen down. Listen to me. We won't even be in a competition of how many times I was under the bottom looking up. We just won't. Don't try to compete with this. So a coach is more of a person that motivates you to get to a specific goal. We do address the past. We do address healing, because how can you go forward if we don't heal? Save money for it. If you have bad money habits, we have to heal your old ones before you're going to get new ones. I don't just have a magic wand that I pull out of my back pocket or out of my bra and say, okay, everything is fixed. And neither does the therapist. Both of us, the therapist and the coach, need you to be an active participant in your goals, in your therapy, in the healing, and everything that you are trying to achieve. Personally, obviously, I am not here to be a commercial for the therapist. That's their job. I am a coach. And the reason I became a coach and not a therapist, because I could have easily read 1 million books and been in school for 8 years, but instead I was in the struggle called life. Okay? And that struggle called life is real. And I'm going to just use a couple examples, because I deal with a lot of people. Obviously, money is my main focus, and I've built multiple businesses. I have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've rebuilt multiple times. I've taken literally nothing and made something. There's no limit. If I want it, I myself paid $10,000 last year or the year before for a coach that was phenomenal and completely stretched me to even be sitting here, to be able to be on YouTube, to be on different social media platforms, to be helping so many people that I am helping. That being said, I am the coach that I want. I want somebody to relate to me, to relate to the struggle, to relate to how it is to have the passion for a business, to find my passion, to want me to find within myself what it takes to reach those goals. And I don't want to sit across from the person who went to school and knows how to take a good Scantron. If I found someone who died by suicide in my home, okay? I don't want to talk to the therapist who read about it in a book. No, I do not. Absolutely not. The authority on that, to me, is the person who went through it. I don't want to speak to a therapist because I am afraid to be successful, and I have all these hidden things maybe from, say, my childhood. So I'm afraid to be successful, and so I hold myself back in business. I want to speak to somebody who went through that. Maybe the mixed person like myself, who knows what it's like to walk in a room and know to be hated from both sides since the 70s, to be chased and feet scrubbed with Brillo pads and called the devil child. I want that person. I don't want the person who read a good book on, racial sensitivity, and they want to tell me, well, there's ways that we can do. No, I don't want to do. No. Give me the mixed chick who understands me. I want somebody that I can go like this, and we can be like, this shit sucks. But there's a rainbow. There's a pot of gold on the other side. You just got to keep going. Yes, it hurts. If it doesn't hurt, it's not worth it. I want that person. That's the coach that I want. Anybody can pass a test. I'm sorry. It doesn't mean your heart's in it. And that's another thing. I don't know, did this therapist just taking me because my insurance accepts it? Oh, good heavens. So now I get to limit it through the white pages because Blue Cross takes it or maybe Aetna takes it. No, in a coach, I can sit there and I can interview them. I can decide. Even when I take my clients, I don't take everybody. Are you serious? I can't get along with everybody. If I can't benefit you, we can't relate to each other, why would I do a disservice to you? I'm not thirsty. I want to help people. Go see a therapist. Some of them are thirsty, but I'm clearly not thirsty. No. Some of us care and some of us don't. And I'm not knocking the therapist. I'm not, so please don't attack me, okay? And do a whole bunch of things and people, I'm not with it. I just feel that there are better methods, and I feel those methods are better in coaching. And sometimes in psychiatry, we prescribe a lot of medicine that I'm more of a natural person. And I feel like the universe, and I feel like the God and powers that be gave us those natural things. If anything, I think you need both. That's what I think. I think you can benefit from both. You have to decide who you are and what you're trying to achieve. And you have to find the person that best suits you. And don't be afraid that you're supposed to interview a million of people. And don't be afraid to say you're going to therapy. I'm going to therapy. Because guess what? Go find me somebody who doesn't need therapy or a coach. I want to meet them. Please tell them to call me. It's 1-844-224-2450. I would love to meet the person who doesn't need therapy or coaching. Any day of the week. They can come on the couch and we can discuss how perfect they are and how they have the answer to everything. But in the meantime, millennials, you have to get mentors. You have to get people who are where you want to be. Don't surround yourself with a bunch of people who are in the same situation as you. So you sit on the couch with a bunch of bonbons, or you're like rolling up the weed, or you're like half asleep, and the other person's doing the same thing. You're going to sit there forever and everybody's just going to, I don't know what everybody's going to do. They're not going to get anywhere. You want to always surround yourself with people who intimidate you, people who make you think twice, people who stretch you, people who make you nervous. If it doesn't hurt, it's not worth it. If you're not scared of it, you're not even going to achieve it. If you're not scared of it, you're not going to achieve it. So, does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm very passionate about this coaching thing, and I'm very passionate about, do you know the struggle? Have you been there? Have you been in the mud? Have you been in the tunnel? Have you been in the tent? Have you been in the trenches? Have you been on your knees? Have you been below the bottom? Whatever you're trying to achieve. And that's what's important to me. You have to decide what's important to you. Maybe the person just took all those great books and they took the Scantron and they were in class. And maybe those people in the cycle and they want to talk about Freud, who was on cocaine. Saying Freud was on cocaine, and he's in every psychology book. So a person like me, I'm like, okay, Freud's on cocaine, and now we're quoting him. Last time I knew, it was illegal in the United States of America, but I don't know. It's one of those people. I mean, that right there turns a person like me off. Click, click, done.
Yeah.
It's true. They used to prescribe that. So, millennials, the bottom line is there's more than one way to the same destination, and that's for everything across the board. So, therapist or coach, something.
Right.
Hit subscribe, hit like. Don't attack me, therapists. I'm not a commercial for you. Get your own marketing team.
Yes.
Ciao.
Bye.